The 2020 Class A Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
The catcher, number 6.
Back at Palm Field for the second semifinal here in the Minnesota Class A Amateur Baseball Tournament. I'm Quick Spotlight TV. Chip Pappas with you with the call of our second game.
Will be the right fielder,
Highland Park Beavers taking on the Minnetonka Millers
batting ninth, but certainly not least, left fielder,
spot in the finals against the Minneapolis Cobras, who won the first game today 7-3 over Stockman's Irish. Jeff Pappas, my name, and here is the call for today's game. We'll start with the starting lineups for the Beavers. Leading off and playing short, number 24, Max Salim. Batting second and doing the pitching, number 96, Michael D'Angelo. Highland Park does not use a DH today. Batting third and playing center field, number 20, Jake Porter. Batting fourth and playing second base, number 66, Corey Ryder. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 34, Alex Salim. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 6, Zach Straighton. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 12, Pat Sheehy. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 18, Matt Nelson. And batting ninth and playing left field, wearing 00, Jake Fleming, and doing the pitching, as we mentioned, for Highland Park today, number 96, Michael D'Angelo, played right field last night. For the Millers, leading off and playing center field, number 15, Blaine Rutledge. Batting second and playing first base, number 40, Joe Abaletta. Batting third and playing right field, number 42, Joe Schallenberger. Batting fourth and playing left field, number 28, Mike Davis. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 47, Jack Hansen. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 33, Steve Schmitz. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 34, Ryan Poppets. Batting eighth and playing short, number 6, Jared Wandersee. And batting ninth and doing the catching, number 1, Ben Stolar. Out on the mound for Minnetonka today, Brandon Broxy, wearing number 2 as the managers exchange lineup cards at home plate. As we mentioned, the winner gets the Cobras, who are trying to double up, win back-to-back Class A championships. They defeated Stockman's Irish 7-3 earlier today. The Millers last night rallied. They were down 3-2 in the 8th inning against Baseball 365 and came back and won 7-3. So some emotion there and a comeback win. Highland Park, despite making 5 errors in the field, defeated Air Freight Unlimited 3-0 behind a shutout pitching performance from Mitch Marr, who went the distance and scattered 5 hits, 114 pitches. Brandon Broxy takes the mound, a left-hander for the Millers, who probably are pleased to be wearing all white today. It's a bad day to be wearing dark colors. Temperature is 88 degrees at first pitch. Flagpole hanging limp in center field. Officially, they say it's wind at 5 miles an hour. I don't believe it. It's hot, heavy, and the air is hanging here at St. Anthony Village. Feels like 92, according to the people that know such things. We are starting late because the first game went almost 3 hours, playing at a very deliberate pace throughout. 2 hours, 52 minutes, longest game of the playoffs so far between the Cobras and Stockman's Irish. Broxy finishing his warm-up tosses. Throw it out at second base, and we'll get underway. Max Salim, the shortstop, will lead it off for Highland Park. 2 for 4 last night against Air Freight. Highland Park had 11 hits last night. They had at least one hit in every inning of their win. Left 9 runners on base. They wound up winning at 3-0. Salim had 2 of those hits last night. Ready to get this game underway. Left-hander Broxy works, and strike one called on the outside corner at 2:35, so we're just over half an hour behind schedule here. Championship game scheduled to start at 5. I doubt it. Here's the pitch. Off the plate with a fastball, 1-1. They've got Salim swung around a little bit towards right field in the outfield. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Broxy, and that's away. 2-1. Max, Salim, D'Angelo, and Porter. On top of the first for the Highland Park Beavers. Here's the pitch from Broxy. Swung on and hit high in the air to center field. Rutledge over for it to his right, and he makes the catch to retire Salim. First out, and here's D'Angelo, the pitcher.
Batting second will be the pitcher, number 96, Michael
D'Angelo was 1 for 4 last night, scored a run against Air Freight, and also made a real good sliding catch in right field and foul ground last night near the bullpens. Fielded his right field position well, too, as Broxy starts him with a fastball low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. He is also played very slightly towards right center field in the outfield. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's hit right into the gap in right center field. It's going to sit down for a base hit. And D'Angelo aboard for Highland Park with their first hit of the game and a single to right field. And that will bring up Jake Porter.
Jake Porter.
Center fielder for the Beavers. Porter 2 for 4, last night. Scored a run, drove 1 in. D'Angelo gets his lead with 1 out at first base. Now the pitch. And that one's a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. Third baseman Poppets was in on the grass. Middle infield a double play depth. Broxy ready, and here comes the 1-0. Drops down and misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. D'Angelo has a good lead at first base. Broxy pitches, and it's cued off the end of the bat foul. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Highland Park center fielder, Jake Porter. Now Broxy comes set. There goes D'Angelo. Pitches high. Throw to second base is on the bag, but D'Angelo beats it for a stolen base. Porter took ball 3 high, so it's 3 balls and a strike. Now Broxy ready, and here comes his 3-1. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. 3-2. Broxy ready. And the payoff pitch. Drops down and got him swinging. Porter swung through it for the second out. First strikeout for Broxy, and that'll leave it up to Corey Ryder, the second baseman. Be sure to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award-nominated series Townball, Uniquely Minnesota. An 8-part series that looks at the very essence of the Minnesota amateur baseball scene. Log on to townballmn.com, download your favorite episode or the whole series. They're nice like that, and we hope you will. D'Angelo at second base, 2 outs for Ryder. Swung on and chopped in front of the plate. Broxy has it, and he underhands the first base to retire Corey Ryder, and the side for Highland Park in the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 1/2 inning, Highland Park, nothing. Minnetonka coming to bat here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom of the first. we go.
On the mound for Highland Park, number 96.
And here is Blaine Rutledge to lead off.
And leading off for Minnetonka, center fielder number 15, Blaine Rutledge.
Left-handed batter is number 15, the powder blue numerals and trim for the Millers on white uniforms. And, of course, Highland Park is in the dark, the blues they wore last night against Air Freight. And we're ready to go. Here's the pitch. Rutledge looks at a fastball away, 1 ball and no strikes. Abaletta is on deck. Schallenberger will follow. Championship game will follow this. Here's a pitch. And Rutledge looks at ball 2 from Michael D'Angelo. Now the pitch. And that is low. It's 3 balls and no strikes to the leadoff man.
Yeah, there was one in between, one batter in between. We made the highlight reel.
Now the pitch, 3-0, and he walks him on 4 pitches. So Rutledge aboard, a leadoff walk, and it will bring up Abaletta, who was at the plate last night in a
number 40
moment of controversy in the 8th inning. Trying to advance Rutledge on a bunt. He popped it up. Ball was caught, but prior to the pitch, a balk was called, and it erased the play. Rutledge eventually scored the tying run, and the game Minnetonka went on to win. There's a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 to Abaletta. Abaletta reached on an error last night and had 1 other hit in 4 trips, so he was on base twice. Oh, runner bluffs, now throw over, and he gets back. Rutledge took a couple of steps towards second base, which drew the attention of everybody, and easy play for D'Angelo to step off and throw. Now he goes back over there just to make sure. One strike. Grounded to third base, double play ball. Alex Salim has it. He goes to second for 1. Right around to first to double play as Abaletta is doubled up. 5-4-3 around the horn.
With 2 away, the right fielder, number 42.
And that brings up Joe Schallenberger, the right fielder. Schallenberger hit a home run last night. His last time up. Walked, struck out, and was 1 for 4 officially. D'Angelo works, swung on, and that's hit high and deep to left field. Fleming going back, and he makes the catch just shy of the track. So Schallenberger gave it a ride, and he is the 3rd out, though, the 1st inning. For Minnetonka, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 1 inning. Scoreless here on Prep Spotlight TV. Top 2 here in St. Anthony Village. Moorhead Brewers lead the Prior Lake Jays 1-0 in the 3rd inning. In other games in the tournament, Carver Black Sox over the Clinton Cardinals 4-0. In the 3rd, St. Patrick Irish and the Regal Eagles tied at 1 in the 3rd inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Highland Park. Alex Salim will lead off.
Leading off for Highland Park in the top half of the 2nd inning.
He had hits in his first 2 trips last night, a double and a single as part of 2 for 4 against Air Freight. Broxy starts him off. Fastball right through the heart for a strike. 0-1. Straighten on deck, and Sheehy will follow here in the Highland Park 2nd inning. Fastball up. From Brandon Broxy, who threw 13 pitches in the 1st inning, 7 strikes. Now Broxy ready, and here he comes. Swung on and cued off the end of the bat, foul. On the first base side, 1-2. Good group watching this game from beyond the outfield fence. Again, folks finding shelter, getting under the trees and getting out of the sun here. Feels like 92, but it's only 88 according to the weather people that know all and tell only some. 1-2 to Salim. Fastball low and in, and it skips back to the backstop. 2-2. Salim ready, and here comes the pitch from Broxy. Swing and a miss, ran him up the ladder and struck him out. Second strikeout for Broxy. And here's Zach Straighton, the catcher. Straighton was
now number 6,
1 for 4 last night
Straighton.
and an 8th inning single. Here, 1 out, nobody on. And Straighton works to him. Swung on and fouled away on the first base side for strike 1. Sheehy is on deck. Now the pitch. Dropped down and got a swinging strike on Straighton. 2 strikes. Nothing in 2 to Straighton. Broxy has the sign he likes and then misses outside with a fastball. 1-2. And now another fastball up and off the plate. Evens the count. 2-2. They've got Straighton played a little bit to right center field. Broxy works 2-2, swung on and stroked in the hole. On a third base, diving stop there by Poppets, and he has no play. Infield single for Straighton. And here's Sheehy, the first baseman.
First baseman, number 12, Pat
Sheehy was 0 for 3 last night with a walk. Batting him the number 7 slot. And he looks at a breaking pitch over for a strike, 0-1. Matt Nelson, right fielder, moves to the on-deck circle as we play the top of the second inning. Now you see the lead at first base from Straighton, which is a pretty good-sized lead. Now the pitch. That's just off the plate. 1-1. Straighton with a good lead. Here's the pitch. Strike call to the fastball down the heart. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sheehy taking a look at the third base coach, see if there's anything on here. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul at the plate. Staying alive at a ball and 2 strikes. Now Broxy comes set. Works to Sheehy. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ran him up the ladder again with that elevated fastball. Third strikeout for Broxy. And here is Nelson, the right fielder.
Right fielder
Nelson 2 for 4 last night. A couple of singles as part of the 11-hit Highland Park attack. He's got Straighten at first base, and now with 2 outs, the catcher will leave for a courtesy runner. Andrew Devine is the courtesy runner. Now the pitch. Off the plate and low to Nelson. 0-1. And 2 singles last night for him. Here's the pitch. And Broxy drops down and hits the corner for a strike. 1-1. The winner gets the Cobras. Right after this game, for all the marbles here in Class A. Broxy works. Swing and a miss. And it's a ball of 2 strikes to Nelson. Broxy has the sign. And here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the netting. 1-2. Now Broxy steps and throws to first base, and courtesy runner Devine gets back in. Not much of a lead, but keeping him honest. Here's the pitch. Drops down, and a pitch is fouled away on the first base side. Count rides 1-2. Roxy has a new ball now. 2-2, or 1-2, excuse me, to Nelson. No, it is 2-2. I was right the first time. Here's a pitch. Off the plate, throw back to first base, and it is in time, and they pick him off. Devine is picked off. Two-3 the play, and the courtesy runner, Devine, is picked off first base to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, nobody left. Inning and a half, no score. Here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom two here at Palm Field in St. Anthony Village. Minnetonka will send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. Davis, Hansen, and Schmitz. Mike Davis, the left fielder, will lead things off. He was 1 for 5 last night
28, Mike Davis,
with a single against baseball 365. Michael D'Angelo ready to go, and here's his pitch. Starts him with a strike on the outside corner. D'Angelo threw only 7 pitches in the first inning. 4 of them were on the walk to Rutledge, and after that he needed 3 pitches to get out of the inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Davis. Threw a fastball past him. 0-2. Now D'Angelo ready. Here's the 0-2. Fastball is down. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jack Hansen on deck, and Steve Schmitz will follow here in the 4th inning, or 2nd inning rather. Look at position 4, and got myself ahead 2 innings. Here's the pitch, swung on and grounded to third base. Alex Salim up with it, and a high throw to first base, and Davis rounds first and will head to second. Throw to second base is not in time, and Davis reaches on a 2-base error on Alex Salim. And it'll bring up Jack Hansen, the second baseman. They made 5 errors last night. Highland Park did.
Jack Hansen.
And just made their first today. Hansen 1 for 4 last night for Minnetonka. Davis at second. The pitch from D'Angelo is a strike called. Strike 1 to Hansen. Schmitz on deck. D'Angelo looks the runner back. Davis, and works to the plate. It's hit high in the air to the right side. Ryder drifting back into the outfield, and the ball drops. Nelson unable to make the play. Long throw to third. That's now they go back though. They fake the throw to second base, and Davis comes in. It's a bloop single for Hansen. And he takes second on the throw to third. So Davis is at third, Hansen at second. Nobody out in the second inning for Schmitz.
Hitter, number 33, Steve Schmitz.
Steve Schmitz, pinch hitter last night, 0 for 1. And today is the designated hitter. Here's the pitch. Half swing, no swing. Ball 1. Highland Park infield in at the corners. Middle infield at level play depth, which is a bit silly since there's no force on it. Schmitz drives one to the gap in left center field, and it is caught on the run by Fleming, but tagging and scoring is Mike Davis, and it's 1-0 Minnetonka. Sacrifice fly for Schmitz.
Third baseman now, number 34, Ryan Poppets.
Everybody hits in 4 trips. And D'Angelo starts him with a strike on the outside corner. Unearned run for the Millers. Again, the 5 errors last night didn't cost them, but the first one they make today does. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled back to the screen. Poppets down, no balls and 2 strikes. Jared Wandersee, the shortstop, is on deck. And again, infield in at the corners. Nothing in 2. Here's the pitch. Poppets fouls it at the plate. Might have caught the catcher's mask yet. Well, the home plate umpire, McKay, comes out and gives the ball to Poppets, which tells me that ball caught the umpire instead. He was looking to walk it off. So 2 strikes to Poppets. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. D'Angelo sets. Fastball low and in. 1-2. D'Angelo sets. Came inside with a fastball and right in on his hands. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now time called at the plate, and we'll hit game reset. And do it again. 2-2 to Poppets with 1 out here in the second inning. Here's a pitch. Swung on and lined into right field for a base hit. Hansen comes in to score, and it is 2-0 Minnetonka. RBI single for Poppets, his 4th hit in his last 5 trips.
Batting now the shortstop, number 6, Jared.
And here is Jared Wandersee, the shortstop for Minnetonka. Wandersee 0 for 3 last night, but did score a run, reaching on a fielder's choice early in the ball game and then coming around to score. D'Angelo's pitch is off the plate and a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. Stoller moving to the on-deck circle for Minnetonka, which is struck twice here in the second inning to take the lead. Throw over to first base. And Poppets gets back. D'Angelo ready. Here's a pitch, and that's lined right back up the middle and into center field, a base hit. And Poppets will stop at second. So Wandersee grounds 1 up the middle. to get aboard. That is the third hit of the inning, and here's Stoller, the catcher.
Batting now, the catcher, number 1, Ben Stoller.
And the order will flip. Poppets at second, Wandersea at first. One down in the second, D'Angelo ready. Starts him with a fastball, and Stoller is late. Strike one. Now D'Angelo comes set, checks the runner at second base. And then delivers a little bit low with a fastball, 1-1. D'Angelo taking his time here. Now we're going to get time called at the plate. Now D'Angelo's ready, and here comes the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for strike two. Number 9 man, Ben Stoller, down 1 ball and 2 strikes. D'Angelo looks in. Here's the pitch. Bender is hit in the air to right field. Long run for Nelson coming in, and he can't get there. Rounding third is Poppets, and he will score. RBI single for Stoller. And it is 3-0 Minnetonka. Wandersea stopped at second base.
Top of the order now for Minnetonka.
And here's Rutledge, top of the order, walked on 4 pitches his first time up, and now Nelson is slow getting up in right field. He's going to head back to his position. Came in kind of awkwardly to try and catch that fly ball, but he's all right. And D'Angelo left to try and pick up the pieces here in the bottom of the second inning. Still only 1 out, and 2 runners aboard for Minnetonka and a 3-0 lead. D'Angelo ready. Here's his pitch. This fastball is away to Rutledge, who has seen 5 pitches from D'Angelo, none of them in the strike zone. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch, and that one's outside as well. 2-0. Now D'Angelo comes set. 2-0. Breaking pitch, and that's low. 3 balls and no strikes. D'Angelo looks in, and here's a 3-0. There's a 3-0 fastball over for a strike to Rutledge. Ending a string at 7 straight pitches that Rutledge has seen without a strike. 3-1. D'Angelo works, and he misses up and away for ball 4. He walks Rutledge for the second time. 2 walks in the game, both to the leadoff man, Blaine Rutledge. And here's Abaletta, the first baseman, with the bases loaded. Wandersea at third, Stoller at second, and first Rutledge at first.
Now number 40, Joe Abalera.
And we're going to get a trip to the mound here, and a visit for Highland Park. D'Angelo found the going a little bit rough here in the second inning. The run against the first run, I should say, is unearned. The other 2 have been well earned. as there have been 4 singles, sacrifice fly, and a walk to load the bases. Referee. I've been calling hockey, can you tell? The umpire comes out and breaks up the conversation. Now the base is loaded. The first baseman, Aboleta at the plate, rolled into an around the horn double play. His first time up will be looking to avoid a repeat of that occurrence here. Chance to blow the game open in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Right through there for a strike. Schallenberger on deck will be the 9th man to bat here in the Minnetonka second inning. D'Angelo sets. Here's the 0-1. It's called at the very bottom of the strike zone. 2 strikes. Aboleta didn't think so, but baseball never has been a democracy. Probably never will be. 0-2. Swung on and chopped slowly towards third base. Alex Salim coming in. Bare hands it and can't make the play. It's a fair ball. It'll be an infield single for Aboleta. Run scores. It's 4-0. Wandersee scores. Stoller takes third. Rutledge to second.
Right fielder, number 42, Joe
And Schallenberger comes to the plate as Minnetonka bats around in the second inning. They've got 4 in. Bases loaded and 1 out so far. So D'Angelo looks in. And there's his pitch to Schallenberger, and that's in the dirt. Scoop by Straighten, ball 1. One on the way is popped up on the infield, and infield fly is in effect here, and it's been called. So the catch made by Ryder. And the 10th man to bat in the second inning for the Millers is Mike Davis, the man who started us off.
Number 28,
reached on a
Davis.
2-base error. Now any more runs scoring would be unearned. So far 3 out of 4 are earned. And the pitch from D'Angelo. Swung on, and that stroke towards the gap in left center field. Outfield is converging, and it's down. It's going to roll to the fence. Stoller scores. Rutledge scores. Aboleta held at third, and Minnetonka leads it 6-0. 2-run double for Mike Davis. Stoller and Rutledge both come in to score. Aboleta stops at third, and there is nobody still warming in the bullpen for Highland Park. So D'Angelo's it.
47, Jack Hansen.
Here's Hansen. Davis at second, Aboleta at third. 6 runs in here in the second inning. And D'Angelo wants to talk to his catcher. Straighten comes out. 6-0. So 2 runs, those 2 runs scoring were unearned. So 6 runs for D'Angelo, 3 earned. And that's hit high in the air to left field. Fleming over, and he makes the catch just shy of the track to retire Hansen and the side in the second inning with a bat 11. 6 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. 2 innings here, Minnetonka leading at 6-0 on Prep Spotlight TV. All right, we go to the third, and Highland Park needs some runs here against Brandon Broxy. They trail it 6-0 now.
18, Matt Nelson.
And the batter is Matt Nelson, who was at the plate when Straighton was picked off first base to end the inning. He takes strike one from Broxy. Second pitch is popped up on the right side, and that's going to be a long run. Rutledge and Schellenberger coming in, and Schellenberger, the right fielder, make the catch. The ball carried more than I thought it would when it left the bat. And one out here in the top half of the third. Here's Jake Fleming, the left fielder. Highland Park, the number 9 man in the order. Fleming,
left fielder,
last night,
0-0, Jake Fleming.
1 for 4 with a single. And then the order will flip. Broxy drops down and misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the pitch. And a strike called to Fleming. Evens the count of the ball and a strike. Now Broxy ready, drops down, and that pitch is tomahawked into left field for a base hit for the number 9 man Fleming. Third hit for Highland Park. And that'll bring up the top of the order, and Max Salim,
number 24, Max Salim,
who flew out to center field his first time up. "34 pitches through 2 innings for Brandon Broxy. 21 strikes. Now ready, and here comes the pitch. He drops down again and gets a strike with a fastball, kind of a 3/4 arm slot, maybe closer to sidearm almost, but not quite. And now a fly ball into short left field. Davis coming in. And the left fielder makes the catch to retire Salim for the second out in the third inning. And here's D'Angelo. Single to right and stole second his first time up.
Number 96, Michael D'Angelo.
So Broxy with 2 down and Fleming at first base. Ready to go, and here's his pitch. Swung on, and that's grounded into the hole and into left field for a base hit. Fleming to second. So first and second with 2 out for Porter, the center fielder. The chance to get his team back in the ballgame here as the Millers sent 11 men to the plate in the second inning and scored 6 times to take the lead.
Jake Porter.
Winner of this game gets the Cobras in the title game, which was scheduled to start at 5 o'clock, and I don't think they'll quite make that time if this game goes the distance. Here's the pitch swung on and flipped foul over the screen on the first base side. Strike 1 to Porter. Corey Ryder is on deck. Now Broxy to the belt, and he works. Drops down and catches the corner. 2 strikes to Porter. Now Broxy ready. Works 0-2. And that is off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes to Porter. Struck out his first time up. And struck out his second time up as well as a elevated fastball gets him, and that retires Highland Park in the third inning. 4th strikeout for Broxy. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and Highland Park leads 2.5. It's 6-0 Minnetonka here on Prep Spotlight TV. Last of three as Michael D'Angelo goes back to the mound. He had a rough second. 6 runs on 5 hits, but again, only 3 of those runs were earned. As an error on the first batter of the inning, Mike Davis set the table for one of the unearned runs, and then a double after 2 out, which would have been the 3rd out with errorless play, resulted in 2 more runs scoring. So those last 2 runs were unearned as well. Schmitz, Poppets, and Wandersee are due up here in the 3rd inning for Minnetonka. Steve Schmitz, the DH, sacrifice fly. His first time up, so no official plate appearance, and a run batted in.
Let's go, boy.
Leading off for Minnetonka, the designated hitter, number 33, Steve Schmitz.
D'Angelo was on the mound, and now a ball has gotten away near the bench. So he backs off and waits for it to be retrieved. Now he'll work to Steve Schmitz. Starts him with a fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes. 31 pitches in the 2nd inning for D'Angelo. 38 for the game, 24 strikes. One 0. That's a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Millers DH. Poppets is on deck. Wandersee will follow here in the home half of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is fouled. Back to the screen. 1 strike, just tapped at the plate, and that's enough. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Swung on, and that's rolled foul past first base. Count will ride at 1-2. D'Angelo had a solid first inning. Walked the first man, but got a double play and a fly out to get off the field. Only 7 pitches. The 2nd inning was not so kind to him. 1-2 to Schmitz. Fastball is a little bit low. 2-2. D'Angelo wanted that call. Two. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away on the third base side. That'll get out of play. Count holds. 2 balls, 2 strikes. D'Angelo ready? And here's his pitch, and that is low, and the string is out on Schmitz. 3-2. D'Angelo in a bit of a struggle here. He's full. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that's upstairs, and he walks Schmitz. 3rd walk by D'Angelo, and here's Poppets, the 3rd baseman. Single to right, his first time up.
Number 34, Ryan Poppets.
So a leadoff runner in the 3rd for Minnetonka. Now the pitch. And that one's a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Wandersee moves to the on-deck circle. Poppets singled and scored in the 2nd. Drove in a run. And there's a strike on the inside corner to Poppets. D'Angelo looks over his shoulder at Schmitz at first base. And here's the pitch. That's on the inside corner. He's found a spot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schmitz a modest lead at first base last time. Equally modest this time. 1-2. Fastball stroked to center field, and that is going to get down for a base hit. And Schmitz will stop at second base. Hit for Poppets, his second of the day. And that brings up Wandersee, who singled in the second inning, later scored. So first and second, nobody out in the third for Minnetonka, already up by 6. D'Angelo ready. Here's the pitch. Wandersee hits one in the air to center field. Porter has it measured. Just shy of the track. He'll make the catch. Both runners tagging. And they're going to go to second, and it's not in time. Wandersee with a fly ball that moves up both runners. Schmitz to third and Poppets to second. And Stoller will come up. He singled to right, drove in a run in the second inning. He's got 2 out there now.
Ben Stoller.
Second and third, 1 out, and now we're going to get some activity in the Highland Park bullpen. Jordan Black, number 1. Is warming up. Here's the pitch. Infield comes in at the corners as the breaking pitch drops over the corner for strike 1. Schmitz at third, Poppets at second. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Now the pitch. Fastball inside. And it's 1-1. Here's the delivery. Breaking pitch. Catches the corner. 1-2. Rutledge on deck. Top of the order. And now he wants a new set of signs. Now he's got the one he wants. 1-2 to the number 9 man Stoller. And he misses off the plate. Counts even at 2-2. Now time called. The ball got away in the bullpen. Now we're ready to go. Second and third, 1 out, 2-2 to Stoller. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is the first strikeout for Michael D'Angelo. And it flips the order. Here's Rutledge, who has walked twice, scoring in the second inning. No official appearance yet. Now D'Angelo sets, and here's the pitch. Rutledge looks at a hook that is over for a strike, 0-1. Aboleta on deck if Rutledge can keep things going here in the Minnetonka third inning. D'Angelo sets. 0-1. 0-2 as he catches the outside corner with a fastball. So Rutledge down 2 strikes. And the pitch, 0-2. Swung on and fouled back to stay alive. And the count holds. No balls, 2 strikes. To the Minnetonka center fielder. Of course, the winner of this game gets the Cobras in the championship game right after this one. Cobras looking to repeat as Class A champs. Now the 0-2, and Rutledge looks at a fastball down by his shoe tops, 1-2. D'Angelo plugging away. Give him credit. He had a horror show in the second inning, but he's been battling throughout. Now he's ready. 1-2. Breaking pitch got him swinging, and Rutledge is a strikeout victim, and that retires Minnetonka in the third inning. 2 strikeouts for D'Angelo. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We played 3, and it's 6-0 Minnetonka here on Prep Spotlight TV. Play in the 4th inning. We're down to second base, and Highland Park will come up. Corey Reeder, the second baseman, to lead off. He bounced back to Broxy. His first time up, 0 for 1.
Leading off for Highland Park.
6 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Minnetonka through 3.
66, Corey Ryder.
No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for Highland Park. Broxy ready, and here he comes. Drops down again and catches the inside corner with a strike on a fastball. 0-1. Working quickly, Broxy drops down again, and is tapped foul at the plate by Reeder. 0-2. Now he's ready. Broxy 0-2. Swung on and hit slowly towards third base. Poppets charges. Off balance throw, not in time. And an infield single for Corey Reeder. Hit number 5 for Highland Park.
Third baseman, number 34, Alex Salim.
And here is Salim. Alex Salim, the third baseman, struck out swinging. Last time, Highland Park in 12 innings has had hits in 11 of them in this quarterfinal event. Now a step off and a throw over by Broxy. Strike 1 to Alex Salim. Straighten is on deck as the heart of the order, 4-5-6, comes up for the Beavers, and he runs. Here's the pitch. Broxy drops down and again is on the corner. Reeder gets his lead from first base. Here's the pitch. That time he's away after dropping down. 1-2. The normal arm slot's about 3/4, and he'll drop down to a near sidearm occasionally. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Alex Salim. Swung on and grounded foul down the third base side. And make the base coach skip rope. Straighten is on deck. Now Broxy works. 1-2. Swung on, and that's tap foul at the plate. Keeps the plate appearance alive. Alex Salim working hard. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Swung on, and that's grounded to short. Wanderseed was right. Off balance throw to first base, and they get the tag down on Alex Salim for the out, 6-3. Reeder takes second, and here's Straighten, the catcher. Infield single, his first time up.
The catcher, number 6, Zach Straighten.
Sheehy moves to the on-deck circle. Straighten with a runner in scoring position here with one out in the fourth. And he fouls it straight back. Strike one. Straighten with that little infield single in the second inning. Now Broxy sets. And his strike one pitch is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Highland Park needs to take it in bite-sized pieces here to try and climb back into this game. They're down 6. 1 run at second base potentially, and there's a ground ball into the hole and into left field for a base hit. Reeder's going to be held at third as Davis gets the ball in, Straighten with a single to left field. So they're at the corners with 1 out for Sheehy, who struck out swinging his first time.
Baseman, number 12, Pat Sheehy.
And again, already 6 hits for Highland Park. And finding the holes in the defense, but just haven't been doing it when there's been runners on base, and that's been an issue. Roxy works, swung on, and that is sliced foul down the first base side to get out of play. Strike one to Sheehy. Now Broxy ready, here he comes. That pitch is hit fouled on the first base side. Over for a look is Abaleta, and he'll run out of room. 2 strikes to Sheehy. Now, runners get their leads, and here's the pitch. Swung on and grounded to the right side, Hansen. And he can't find the handle, picks it up, throws to first, and does get his man, though, but a run scores. Sheehy grounds out 4-3. But on the play, Ryder scores the first run for Highland Park, straight into second base, and it's now 6-1. Courtesy runner now.
Number 18, Matt Nelson.
For the catcher, Straighten with 2 outs. And here's Nelson. Flew out to right his first time up. Was at the plate to end the second inning. The courtesy runner was picked off first base. And there's a ground ball into the hole, and it gets past the glove of Poppets. And now here's a run rounding third. Davis comes up throwing. Here's a throw to the plate. And it's not in time to throw down to second. And Nelson is in. So Nelson singles to left. And he takes second on the throw, and Highland Park has cut it to 6-2. And here's Fleming, who singled his first time up.
Now, number 00, Jake Fleming.
There's the pitch, and a strike called to Fleming. So Proxy touched up for 2 runs here in the fourth. He's ready, and here is the pitch. Swung on, and that is hit in the hole. And that hop Poppets and goes into left field. Here comes Nelson around third, and he will score, and they've cut the lead in half. It is 6-3 here in the fourth as Jake Fleming. And they're calling it an error. And that allowed Nelson to score.
Number 96. top of the order for
And
Highland
here's
Park.
Salim
Shortstop, number 24.
with Jake
Max
Fleming at
Salim.
first base. No RBI, of course, on the error. And that makes this and any succeeding runs unearned against Roxy. And Salim looks at a fastball down. 1 ball and no strikes. 3 runs in for Highland Park here in the 4th inning. So they show some fortitude in coming back from a 6-0 deficit. Here's the pitch. There's a strike called in the outside corner to Max Salim, who's 0 for 2. Phone to center and phone to left. There's a fly ball to right field, and Schallenberger over towards the line, has it measured, and he makes the catch to retire the side in the Highland Park 4th inning. They score 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error, and they lead 1. We have played 3.5. It's 6-3 Minnetonka here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom half of the 4th, Minnetonka has its lead shaved in half, 6-3. 6 runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Millers. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for Highland Park. The Beavers coming back with 3 in their half of the inning. Trick now is to get back in the dugout. See D'Angelo is able to accomplish that feat against the 2, 3, and 4 men in the Minnetonka lineup. Abaleta, Schallenberger, and Davis are due up against the Highland Park right-hander.
And if there's a Ryan Birkenhoff in the crowd, would you please connect with Jordan Wiggins? Ryan Birkenhoff.
Now the umpires weren't ready, so
I'll
wait for them to take their positions and we can get started.
40, Joe Abalera.
Abalera, 1 for 2. And a strike called. Start the 4th inning. D'Angelo ready, and here he comes 0-1. That is in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Joe Abalera, first baseman, 1 for 2 on the day. And here is the pitch from D'Angelo. Fastball just missed the inside corner, I should say. 2-1. Minnetonka trying to get back on the horse offensively here after sending 11 men to the plate in the 2nd inning. D'Angelo works, swung on, and that's chopped foul. On the third base side, 2-2. D'Angelo struck out the last 2 men he faced. And he has Abalera 2-2. Ooh, didn't miss by much there, but it's off the plate, and the count is full to the Minnetonka first baseman. D'Angelo sets, and here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. He struck out Abalera.
With 1 away, the right fielder, number 42, Joe Schallenberger.
Third straight strikeout for D'Angelo, and here's Schallenberger, who's 0 for 2. He's flown to left and popped to second. In his 2 plate appearances so far. D'Angelo pitches, big breaking ball, misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Davis on deck. Here's the pitch. Swung on and stroked to center field right at Porter. And the center fielder makes the grab to retire Schallenberger for the 2nd out in the 4th inning. Here's Davis, reached on an error and scored in the 2nd inning, and then doubled in 2 runs later in that same inning. So he had
number 28, Mike Davis.
2 plate appearances, both in the 2nd inning, and he's 1 for 2. And D'Angelo ready. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Jack Hansen is on deck if Davis can reach. 1-0. That's also in the dirt. 2-0.
Everybody does it at the field all the time.
Getting some activity down the right field line for a Minnetonka player not wearing his jersey, so I have no idea who that is. And here's the pitch swung on and hit in the air to center field. Porter drifting back on it. Shy of the track. He's got it measured and he makes the catch to retire Davis on the side here in the 3rd inning for Minnetonka. They go down in order. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. 4 in the books. 6-3. Minnetonka here on Prep Spotlight TV. On to the 5th inning here at Palm Field in St. Anthony Village on a cloudless, steaming hot August Sunday afternoon. The Minnesota Class A Amateur Baseball semifinals reaching the halfway point in our 2nd semifinal, top of the 5th. And the Minnetonka Millers holding a 6-3 lead over Highland Park. And the pitcher D'Angelo will lead off, and he is 2 for 2. Single to right in the 1st, single to left in the 3rd. Has a word with Minnetonka catcher Stoller before he steps into the box.
Leading off for Highland Park in the top half of the 5th, the pitcher, number 96, Michael D'Angelo.
Brandon Broxy ready to start his 5th inning of work. 67 pitches, 49 strikes through 4, and he starts him with a fastball low. 1 ball, no strikes. It's D'Angelo, Porter, and Ryder. 2, 3, 4 due up. Ground ball up the middle, off the glove of Broxy. The pitcher goes to his knees, throws to first, and gets him. So Broxy stayed with it and retires D'Angelo for the first time today, 1-3. And here's Porter. Struck out twice.
Center fielder, number 20.
In the 1st and 3rd innings, swinging both times, so he's 0 for 2. Broxy ready, and here's his pitch to Porter. Swung on and hit high in the air to right field. Schallenberger coming over towards the line. And he makes the catch to retire Porter on 1 pitch. 2 down here in the 5th, and here is Corey Ryder. 1 for 2.
Second baseman.
Grounded back to the box in the 1st inning, and then singled and later scored to lead off the 4th inning with a hit. And then came around to score on Sheehy's ground out. Broxy ready? There he comes. Swung on and stroked into left field. A base hit for Corey Ryder. First pitch swinging. His 2nd hit. 7th. It's the 8th hit, I should say, for Highland Park. And that brings up Alex Salim. The 3rd baseman is 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. Bounced it short in the 4th. 0 for 2, but Ryder is aboard at first. Here's the pitch. Drops down, misses upstairs with a fastball. It's ball 1 to Alex Salim. Now ready, Broxy comes to the plate, and he's upstairs with that one too. 2 balls and no strikes. Continue to have activity in the Minnetonka bullpen. There's a strike called to Alex Salim. Nate Shoemaker warming up, number 18, down the line. Broxy to the plate, and he misses. It's 3-1. One out, 2 outs, and 1 on here in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. There's a strike called, a fastball in the inside corner, and the count is full on Alex Salim. He has made Broxy work all 3 times he's been up. 3-2. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and hit to center field. Rutledge coming in, and he has to play it on a hop. I don't think he had a good look at that off the bat. It's a base hit for Alex Salim. His glove went right up to his eyes,
number 6,
right as the ball was hit, and I don't think he had a good look at that off the bat. Don't know if he could have caught it either, but didn't have a real good reaction out in center field. And here's Straighten, the catcher, who is 2 for 2, singled in the second inning. An infield hit, singled in the fourth. Now comes to the plate as the tying run. And a strike call, a fastball right through there from Brock. So he got the first 2 outs, and now he's got 2 runners to deal with. Now the pitch from Broxy. A little something extra on that one, too, and that's over for strike 2. So Straighten in an 0-2 hole. And 2 runners on base. Broxy sets, and here's his pitch. 0-2, swung on and sliced foul. First base side out of play. Pat Sheehy is on deck if Straighten is able to prolong the inning, and of course if he did it here, it might result in a run. So, but he's down 2 strikes in the count to Brandon Broxy, who's worked hard out there. Here's the set and the 0-2 off the plate. 1-2 with a fastball. And pitching, relief pitching for Minnetonka. Still warming up behind Broxy here in the 5th. Here's the pitch. Fastball off the plate again. That one's well off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Shoemaker continues to work down the right field line. It's now 2-2 to Straighten. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes, and Broxy digs deep and gets strikes, and here is Hansen to lead off.
Half of the 5th inning. Second baseman number 47, Jack Hansen.
So D'Angelo sets and works to Hansen, and he starts him with a breaking ball low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. And no one warming in the bullpen. Everyone is warming in the stands. Here's the pitch. Strike called to Hansen, 1-1. Now, there's a fastball, 58-foot variety. It skips in front of Hansen at the plate, and it's low. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air to left field. Fleming going back on it, going back, still going back, and he runs out of room. It's a home run for Hansen. I didn't think that ball had enough to get out, and it did. Solo home run for Jack Hansen to lead off the 5th. So Jack Hansen does some yard work, and it's 7-3 Millers.
Designated hitter number 33.
And it brings up Schmitz. No official plate appearances. A sacrifice fly and a walk in 2 trips to the plate. Breaking pitch low and in for ball 1. Poppets in the on-deck circle, but we have a hitter. Swinging a bat. Mason Nadolny, number 30, and here's a ground ball fouled on the first base side. And it's 1-1. Now he swings and chops it, foul at the plate, 1-2. Minnetonka done quite a bit offensively in this game, but to this point they hadn't homered. And Hansen took care of that. Here's the 1-2 from D'Angelo. Swung on, and that's slapped up the middle. Max Salim to his left. Throws him out. And Schmitz retired for the first out in the 5th. 6-3. The out, and here's Poppets, who's 2 for 2. Actually, no, it's not Poppets. It's a pinch hitter. And it's Mason Nadolny, number 30, as I mentioned.
Batting now for the Millers, number 30, Mason Nadolny.
So it's his first appearance, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. To start him off, Poppets was 2 for 2. May still come back in on a re-entry unless there's something going on that we're not aware of. Now the pitch. Fastball is stroked to the gap in left center field. Well hit. Fleming and Porter going back, and that is going to one-hop the fence in left center field, and Nadolny will pull into second with a stand-up double. One-out double for Nadolny, and
shortstop now, number 6, Jared Wandersee.
8 hits for Minnetonka, and here's Wandersee, the shortstop, who singled and scored in the second inning and flew to center, so he's 1 for 2. And again, we'll get activity now down the line in the Highland Park bullpen. Jordan Black going down there. Seven to 3, Minnetonka here in the 5th inning. Winner gets the Minneapolis Cobras in the state championship game. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball is on the outside corner for strike 1 to Jared Wandersee. Stoller on deck. Here's the pitch from D'Angelo. Fastball in the dirt, 1-1. Long look in from D'Angelo for the sign. Of course, a runner at second base, which means a different set for most teams anyway, as Wandersee asks for time and gets it. Now the pitch. That one's in the dirt, and it's 2-1. D'Angelo's pitch count now over 80. He's at 83 unofficially, and on a day like this, that is hard work. 2-1. Breaking ball, and that's low. 3-1. And only at second base after his double with one out. There's a strike. So Wandersea, 3-2. One down. D'Angelo sets. And here he comes. Breaking ball and pounded foul. Past third. Count rides. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And D'Angelo's got to be thinking that figures. It's working. As hard as he is out there. 32 foul offs. There's the 3-2. Swing and a foul tip at the plate. And the count holds at 3-2. Now D'Angelo ready, 3-2 again, and that's popped up on the right side. Heading back for it is Ryder. Nelson, the right fielder, coming in as the ball carries a little bit deeper, and it goes into right center field for the out. And Wandersea is retired. 2 down, and here's Stoller, the catcher. 1 for 2, singled and scored in the second inning, and struck out in the third.
Now batting.
1 for 2, runs scored, and an RBI, and we're going to get a hitter for him as well. Zach Trigstad, number 11, will hit. He'll try to pick up Nadolny at second base. Left-handed batter, Zach Trigstad. Starts with a fastball on the corner for strike 1. Trigstad was the DH last night, and he went 1 for 4 against Air Freight. And there's a breaking ball on the corner. Trigstad's down 0-2. Stoller presumably being given some time to just sit in the shade so they can re-enter him, of course, as the catcher. Now here's the pitch, 0-2, and that's fouled back to the screen by Trigstad. Count holds, 0-2. As Jordan Black heads back to the dugout for Highland Park. 7-3 Millers. They've scored 1 in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's chopped to the right side. Sheehy with it, and he steps on the bag, 3 unassisted to retire Trigstad. Minnetonka scores 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. We played 5. It's 7-3 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
We head on to the 6th here at Palm Field in St. Anthony Village. 7, 8, and 9 due up for Highland Park against Brandon Broxy, who has thrown 83 pitches through 5 innings, 59 for strikes.
Number 12, Pat Sheehy.
Sheehy to lead off, 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the second and bounced to second base last time up in the 4th. Broxy ready. And a strike called and a fastball in the outer half. 1 strike to Sheehy. Nelson and Fleming due up next. Broxy drops down and just missed the corner there, 1-1. Interesting to see how the teams that reach the championship game will handle both the heat and pitching, which would be an important issue as Broxy misses low, 2 balls and a strike. So he's swinging a miss, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cobras used 4 pitchers in their first game today against the Irish, a game that they won 7-3. Here's the pitch on the way, swung on, and that's rolled towards short. Wandersee charges, throws the first in time, and he gets Sheehy for the first out. Matt Nelson now,
Right fielder
1 for 2, singled and scored in the 4th,
Nelson.
and flew out to right in the 3rd. Broxy ready, and here he comes. He's low with his first pitch, 1 ball and no strikes. Fleming on deck. There's pitch low, 2 balls and no strikes. Highland Park with 9 hits in the game and 3 runs. Here's the pitch. That is on the corner for strike 1. Now Broxy ready. Here he comes, 2-1. Swing and a miss by Nelson, and the count evens 2-2. Broxy looks in. Here he comes. 2-2. Drops down. A little excuse me swing and a blooper to right field. It's going to fall for a base hit. I don't think Nelson even meant to swing at that pitch. And he winds up flaring one to right for a base hit. Hit number 10 for Highland Park. And here's Fleming.
0-0 with Jake Fleming.
Singled in the 3rd inning and reached on an error in the 4th. So if he didn't mean to swing, maybe he should not mean to swing again the next time he comes up and may wind up with another hit. Broxy with a 1-out base runner here in the 6th. Starts Fleming with a fastball right down Route 1 for strike 1. Top of the order on deck. Now a little flare in the right field again, and that might land in the Bermuda Triangle, and it does. And around second and heading for third is Nelson. And the throw comes into second base, and Highland Park has him at the corners with 1 out here in the 6th. Fleming with his 2nd hit of the day. And here's Salim, who's 0 for 3. And that will be all for Brandon Broxy. Leaves the game after going 5 1/3. Pitching change. Back with more right after this.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Has flown out to all three outfield positions in this game. Center, left, and right in that order.
On the mound now for Minnetonka, number 18, Nate Schumacher. And now batting for Highland
So
Park,
here is Salim.
number 24, Max
The PA
Salim.
announcer's pronouncing it Schumacher, so we'll go with that. And here is Salim, and I'm hoping I'm correct. First and third. One out here in the sixth. Schumacher starts with a blazer right down the middle for strike one. D'Angelo on deck here, one out. Highland Park trailing by 4, but threatening. Schumacher sets, and here's his pitch. He drops down, and it's chopped foul at the plate by Salim, who was trying to check his swing, and it went off the handle of the bat and foul. Well, he's behind 0-2. Fleming leads from first. Nelson at third, standing in foul ground. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Salim. He strikes out. Second out.
With two away now, number 96, Michael.
And here's D'Angelo. The line for Brandon Broxy, 5 1/3 innings. 3 runs, 2 earned so far. He is responsible for the 2 runners out there. 11 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts, 95 pitches, and 67 strikes. Schumacher starts D'Angelo with a strike. He is 2 for 3. Single to right, single to left, and then bounce back to Broxy his last time up. Now he's got 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. One is hit off the handle to the right side. Slowly hit. Hansen will get there, and he throws on to first base in time to retire D'Angelo. And the side in the 6th inning. Side is out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. We've played 5 1/2. And it's 7-3 Minnetonka. Bottom 6. And Minnetonka comes to the plate with the top of the order due up against Michael D'Angelo, who has thrown 94 pitches, 60 strikes. Rutledge, Abalera, and Schallenberger are due up in the Minnetonka half of inning number 6.
Let's go, Kevin!
Highland Park with 11 hits in this game, same as they had last night.
Leading off for Minnetonka.
And 3 runs, same as they had last night.
The 6th inning.
7 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error.
Number 15, Blaine Rutledge.
For Minnetonka, 3 runs, 11 hits, and an error for Highland Park. Here's Rutledge, who is 0 for 1, walked twice, struck out swinging his last time up. He leads off the 6th. D'Angelo starts him with a breaking ball, and that's off the plate. Maybe a little low, 1 ball and no strikes. Now the pitch on the way, and there's a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Cloudless day here. The home of the Huskies. Great weekend for baseball. Here's a pitch swung on, and that is hit high and deep to right field towards the corner, and it's going to one-hop the fence. And Rutledge will pull into second with a stand-up double to lead off the 6th inning. Here's Abalera, 1 for 3, singled in the 2nd inning.
Joe Abalera
Bounced into a double play in the 1st and struck out in the 4th. 1 for 3. He's got Abalera at second base. Schallenberger moves to the on-deck circle. Here's a pitch from D'Angelo, and that is a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. D'Angelo looks the runner back and finally steps off. One and 0 to Abalera. Fastball is hit right off the pitcher's glove, and it's going to go into center field for a base hit. Rutledge is being waved around, and he will score. And an RBI single for Joe Abalera, and Minnetonka expands the lead to 8-3. So Rutledge, the leadoff double, comes around to score, and they hit by Abalera. And here's Schallenberger, 0 for 3. D'Angelo a little upset at himself there. He thought he might have been able to have a play on that ground ball, but it's off his glove and into center field.
Number 42, Joe Schallenberger.
Schallenberger's flown to left, popped to second, and lined out to center. 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Check swing, strike. 0-1 to Schallenberger. Now a quick throw over to first base by D'Angelo, and Abalera gets back. Gets his lead at first base. D'Angelo looks over his shoulder and comes to the plate, and that is laced towards the gap in left center field. And Fleming over to play it on a hop. And Abalera goes to third on a single to left by Schallenberger.
There's no outs.
And I think we're going to get a pitching change now. And that is, in fact, the case, as D'Angelo leaves, and he's done yeoman work here today. Coming in to pitch for Highland Park is Jordan Black. Back with more right after this.
What's special about high school sports? passion, the excitement, the memories.
Now a three at the buzzer. Good! It's good! DuBois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Hey, 3 in the 6, Jordan Black, the new pitcher, the left-hander for Highland Park. He will inherit a first and third, nobody out situation. D'Angelo's line 5+. He has allowed 8 runs so far, 5 earned. 11 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 101 pitches, 65 strikes. On a tough day to pitch. Number 1, Jordan Black now in to relieve, and D'Angelo did everything he could. He had some good stretches in the game, but his
on the mound now
bad ones are the ones that did it. The
6-run
6-run second inning is what really did him in. And now here's Mike Davis to lead off.
28, Mike Davis.
Davis is 1 for 3, reached on an error and scored, doubled in 2 runs, and last time up he flew out to center field. There he's got Abalera at third, Schallenberger at first, and nobody out. Black starts, ground ball to third base. Alex Salim, he's coming home, and they've got the runner at the plate. And the out recorded there is Abalera is thrown out 5-2 on a fielder's choice. Davis reaches, and that's the first out. Schallenberger goes to second, and here's Jack Hansen, the second baseman.
Hansen.
Last time up, he homered to left. He has also singled and scored a run and flown to left. So 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and a home run. A bad day at the office, and here's the pitch from Black on the corner for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Floats a breaking ball up there that hangs high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Schmitz, the DH. Due up next. Black to the belt and then misses way outside, and both runners are going to move up. And that's a wild pitch. I don't care what they say about the dirt. Ordinarily, the rule of thumb is if it catches the dirt, it's a wild pitch, but that was a wild pitch. There was no two ways about that. Both runners move up, so now they're at second and third with 1 out. Schallenberger at third, Davis at second. Black looks in. Infield up at all 4 stations now. And here's the pitch. Fastball is pop foul. And out of play behind the plate. 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. the pitch. Another breaking ball floats outside, 2-2. Black works. Fastball is hit in the air. Center field Porter going over. Now running in on the ball, and he will make the catch. Tagging at third. Schallenberger, the throw is up the line. It's a sacrifice fly for Hansen. Second out of the inning. Schallenberger scores. And Minnetonka expands the lead to 9-3.
Steve Schmitz.
Now Schmitz, designated hitter, 0 for 1 officially, with a walk, sacrifice fly, and a ground out to short. Two down here in the sixth. Here's the pitch. Slow breaking ball. Low ball one. And Nadolny is on deck.
One of our high school players was back then. They're playing that too. Is that fair?
Pitch from Black, swung on and pop foul on the third base side. That's going to get out of play. And it's a ball and a strike to Schmitz. Still a runner in scoring position, Davis. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball to Schmitz, and it's 1-2. Now Black ready, and here he comes. Low and in with a breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove, and Schmitz strikes out. And that retires the side in the 6th for Minnetonka. 2 more runs.
Reminder, if you have
3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. We played 6. It's 9-3 here on Prep Spotlight TV. Go to the 7th inning, and Nate Schumacher in for his first full inning of work. Book on D'Angelo, 5 innings. 9 runs, 6 earned, 11 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 101 pitches, and 65 strikes. And in the 7th inning, it's 3-4-5 due up. And Schumacher, who needed 5 pitches to get off the field in the 6th inning. All 5 strikes.
Leading off for Highland Park in the top half of the 7th, center fielder number 20, Jake Porter.
Here's Porter to lead off. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a fly to right. Fastball low. 1 ball and no strikes. Corey Reeder is on deck, the cleanup hitter. And Alex Salim due up. Here in the 7th, Schumacher works. Fastball in, 2-0. A lot of baseball out here this weekend, and one more to go. Following this game, the Minneapolis Cobras meet the winner of this game. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on the fastball, 2-1. Schumacher ready, and here he comes. 2-1. Swung on, and later there he fouled it back to the screen, 2-2. A little bit late on the fastball. Schumacher will pick up the ball himself and then have to trade it for a new one. As it hits the netting, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Porter, leading off the 7th. Schumacher ready, and here he comes, 2-2. Drops down and missed low. And the string is out on Porter. 3-2. Now the pitch, 3-2. Swung on and missed. And Porter is a strikeout victim. Second strikeout for Schumacher. And here's Corey Reeder, 2 for 3 today. 2 for 3, singled and scored in the 4th, singled in the 5th, then bounced out to the mound in the 1st inning. Reiter is 2 for 3 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. Not close. Ball 1. The pitch hit to right, and that is going to get out of play down the line. 1-1. Soft toss going on down in the Minnetonka bullpen. Tyson Strateski is warming up, number 4. Swung on and hit in the air to the right side and out into center field. Rutledge, as it measured, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down, and here's Alex Salim, who's 1 for 3. Singled his last time up in the 5th.
Third baseman, number 34, Alex Salim.
So Ryder 2 for 4 now. Schumacher works to Salim. Swung on and fouled away. Strike 1. Still 1 more to go here. The championship. Supposed to start at 7. Excuse me, we'll start at 5. My error. Might start at 7. The way we're going. Here's the pitch. Inside. 1-1. Couple of slow-moving games here in the semifinals. Here's a ground ball to third, and it gets underneath the glove of Nadilny and into left field, and right on to second base is Alex Salim. The throw got to the bag first, but it was offline, and a hustle double for Alex Salim, who's now 2 for 4. And here's Straighten, the catcher.
For Highland Park now, the catcher.
1 for 3.
6, Zach Straighten.
12th hit for Highland Park, but 23 hits in this game. Schumacher works, drops down and gets a fastball over. Strike 1. The Straighten Sheehy is on deck if Straighten can reach. Alex Salim at second base with 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Straighten. He foul tipped it at the plate. 0-2. Schumacher ready. Alex Salim gets his lead from second base, and there's a fly ball to right field. Schellenberger started out, back in, now coming in again, and he makes the catch for the third out, and that retires his side in the 7th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 6.5, and it's 9-3 Minnetonka. Stretch time, Highland Park. And of course, it's not stretch time in Highland Park, it's stretch time in St. Anthony. You know, this is the end of my 6th ball game called in just over 24 hours. I think I'm entitled to one. Jordan Black getting ready to start his first full inning of relief. Came on with 1 out in the 6th and needed 11 pitches to finish that inning, 7 strikes. He will face Mason Adilny, Wandersea, and I'm not sure who will bat beyond that point, as Stoller, the catcher, is due up, but with his heat and a lead in the game, if they got a backup catcher, we may see one. Adilny doubled to left center in his only appearance in the 5th inning. We're down to second base from Straighton, and we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 7th. Big inning here, the 2nd for Minnetonka.
Mason Adilny.
They batted 11 men and scored 6 times. Black ready. And here's his first pitch in the 7th. That's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Black struck out Schmitz to end the 6th inning. 1 strikeout, no walks. There's a fastball fouled straight back. 1-1. Black ready, and here he comes. Swung on, hit on a line to right field, and Adilny is 2 for 2. Base hit to right, and it'll bring up Wandersea, the shortstop.
Shortstop now, number 6, Jared Wandersea.
Wandersea is 1 for 3, singled and scored as part of the eternal 2nd inning for Minnetonka, and then flew to center and flew to right, 1 for 3. And Adilny, the runner at first base. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away on the first base side. Out of play for strike 1. The winner faces the Minneapolis Cobras in the title tilt. Oh, 1. Breaking ball floats up high, 1-1. Adilny gets his lead from first. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball on the corner, strike 2. Now Black sets. 1-2 to Wandersea. Fastball is laced to left field. Going back on it, it's Fleming over his head. And it is going to get to the fence. And heading to third base is Adilny. A line drive double for Jared Wandersea, his 2nd hit of the day.
For Minnetonka now, number 13, Connor Tregstad.
And a hitter here for the Millers. Connor Tregstad, 13. So Minnetonka, runners at second and third, nobody out in the seventh. The game they lead by 6. Wide open stance at the plate. And the pitch. In there for a strike, infield in at all 4 stations for Highland Park. Black ready, lefty against lefty here. 0-1. Swung on, and that is hit on a line to right field. Nelson makes the catch. Tagging at third is Nadilny, and the throw not in time. It's a sacrifice fly, and it's 10-3. Wandersea holds second, and that flips the order, and here's Rutledge.
Center fielder, number 15, Blaine Rutledge.
10-3 in the 7th inning. Breaking pitch a little bit up. 1 ball and no strikes to Rutledge. Abalera is on deck for Minnetonka. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that is laced foul down the first base line. Evens the count, a ball and a strike to Rutledge. Now Black sets. Wandersea leads at second. Here's the pitch. Inside, and that hit him. And Rutledge heads to first base. Wandersea holds second, and here's Abalera.
First baseman number 40, Joe
Abalera has bounced into a double play, singled, struck out, and singled. So he's 2 for 4, 2 runs batted in. And we're going to get a pitching change. So we'll take a quick break and come back with more right after this. Corey Ryder is the new pitcher for Highland Park. Jordan Black, an inning in the third, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 run so far. Responsible for both runners on base, 23 pitches and 15 strikes. This will necessitate other changes on the part of Highland Park, as Ryder was playing second base at the time and now will come in to pitch, so they'll have to make a move of some sort here. Long day in the sun here in St. Anthony Village, and Minnetonka 7-3. And with 2 runners on base, Abalera is at the plate. All right, let's take a look here.
On the mound now for Highland Park, number 66, Corey Ryder.
Okay, Max Salim back to short, and Alex Salim goes from third base to second. First pitch on the way to Wandersea, and he's inside. Fastball. And Andrew Devine is now playing third base. Here's the pitch from Ryder, and that's down low. 2-0 to Abalera. Now Ryder ready, and he works, and he is down low, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to Abalera. Schallenberger is on deck. 10-3 here in the 7th inning. There's Ryder, 3-0. Fastball is over. For a strike, and it's 3-1. Now looking in for the 3-1 sign to the Minnetonka first baseman. That's fouled straight back. He had the green light on 3-1. Of course, if he hits the ball over the fence, the game's over. So if he goes yard, then that would be to Minnetonka's advantage. They get 2 less innings in this heat, but see if Ryder has quite a bit to say about that, of course. Here's a 3-1. That's in the dirt. They walked him, and they're loaded for Schallenberger.
Go, Jordy!
Come on, Jordy, got it, bud.
Wandersea goes to third. Rutledge to second. And Abalera at first for Schallenberger, who singled to left and scored his last time up in the 6th. We're going to get a hitter for him. So it's not Schallenberger.
Now batting for the Millers, number 17, Jordan Amundsen.
Jordan Amundsen.
What'd they say? Oh, Munson. Come on, Jordy.
Amundsen hitting for Schallenberger, and he fouls it back to the netting. For strike 1, Schallenberger 1 for 4. Singled and scored his last time up, and we'll see if he comes back in on the re-entry in a game that Minnetonka leads by 7. The pitch Amundsen takes, and it's a strike on the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes to the pinch hitter. 1 out, bases loaded here in the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung at a pitch. Almost head high and strikes out. That's the first strikeout.
Now pinch hitting, number 26,
and a hitter
Will
now.
Stewart.
Will Stewart, the pinch hitter. Ryder looks in. Bases loaded. 2 out here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. On the corner for strike 1. Ryder looks in. And here's the pitch. Late on the fastball there. Strike 2. Davis was 1 for 4 officially. Doubled in 2 runs. See if he goes back out to play left field as well. Now the pitch. Late on that fastball, and he struck him out. So Ryder comes in and strikes out 2 and gets out of a bases-loaded jam in the 7th inning. Minnetonka scores 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We played 7. It's 10-3 Millers here on Prep Spotlight TV. We go to the 8th inning. Tyson Strajteski is the new pitcher for Minnetonka. The line for Schumacher, 1 2/3 innings. 1 hit, no runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. 20 pitches and 15 strikes, so some effective relief here for Schumacher. Retired 5 of the 6 men that he faced. And struck out 2. 7, 8, 9 due up for Highland Park in the 8th. Sheehy, Nelson, and Fleming. 7, 8, 9.
On the mound now for Minnetonka, number 4, Tyson Strajteski.
There's Sheehy to lead off the 8th for Highland Park.
Leading off the efforts for Highland Park, first baseman number 12, Pat Sheehy.
Sheehy is 0 for 3. Struck out his first time up and then grounded to second and grounded to short. Strajteski, right-handed reliever. Where's number 4? Here's a pitch. Fastball over. For strike 1. Sheehy, Nelson, and Fleming due up in the 8th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball over. A nice one there. 0-2. Now Strajteski looks in. 0-2 on Sheehy. His fastball is up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trying to get him to bite on that elevated fastball. 1-2. Now the pitch. Breaking ball started in and then curved away from Sheehy, who had ducked under it. 2-2. There comes his pitch. Swung on and chopped in front of the plate. Strajteski picks it up. Goes over to first in time to retire Sheehy for the first out of the 8th. 1-3 the play, and here's Nelson. The right fielder who is 2 for 4, singled and scored in the 4th, singled in the 6th. Actually 2 for 3, I should say. He was at the plate when the runner was picked off to end the 2nd inning, so he has 3 appearances, 2 hits. Now the pitch. Fastball is on the corner for strike 1. Fastball is pop foul on the first base side. First baseman over for a look, and he made the catch. Nabalera made the grab, and that retires Nelson on a foul out. Here's Fleming. 2 for 3, singled twice and reached on an error. Been on base all 3 times today. Strajteski has set down the first 2 men in the 8th, and here's the pitch. Fastball is a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 fastball, and that is over for a strike. 1-1. Fleming looks down to third base. Here's the 1-1. Oh, a nice breaking ball, and Fleming not only looking for fastball, there was a flat-footed swing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strajteski ready, and here he comes. Inside, hit him. Hit batsman, Fleming is aboard with 2 outs.
Shortstop number 24, Max Salim.
Top of the order, and Salim 0 for 4. Remember, Day struck out his last time up in the 6th, but he's got Fleming at first base with 2 outs. And a pitch outside for ball 1. Pitch low and away. 2-0 to Salim. D'Angelo is on deck, and I'm at a loss to say where he's playing in the field now that perhaps he's in right again. After leaving the game as the starting pitcher, now a fastball away. And it's 3-0 to Max Salim. Now the pitch, 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. And that moves Fleming up to second base. And here's D'Angelo.
Number 96.
Playing center field, according to the scorebook. And replacing Porter in the lineup. And he takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. D'Angelo 2 for 4 today. 2 singles and has grounded out his last 2 times up. Now he's got 2 runners on. 2 out in the 8th. Fastball is fouled away, just a hair late on that one. 1 strike. Mr. Teske gets it there in a hurry. Now comes set. Runners lead, and here's the pitch. That's just off the plate. 2-1. Mr. Teske ready, and here he comes. Breaking ball is hit on the ground to second base. Hansen flips it over to first to retire D'Angelo on the side here in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave 2. 7.5. 10-3 Millers. Last of the 8th here at Palm Field in St. Anthony Village. Hansen, Schmitz, and Dilney are due up.
Let's get it!
Porter is still in the game in center field, so that announcement wasn't right that D'Angelo was the center fielder. And Nelson remains in the game in right. Fleming is in the game at in left field.
Starting off from Minnetonka.
And he's not in the field, and they don't have a DH, so there had to have been a re-entry there for that at-bat. And here's Jack Hansen. Ryder starts him with a fastball low, 1 ball and no strikes. Hansen is 2 for 4, 2 runs. He homered in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. And fastball a little bit up, 2-0. Schmitz, the DH on deck. Nadilny, who to follow. And here's the pitch. Swung on and grounded off the pitcher's glove to second base. Alex Salim up with it, and he throws him out.
Designated hitter number 33, Steve.
First out, and here's Schmitz, who is 0 for 2. Grounded to short, struck out. He also has a sacrifice fly and a walk. 0 for 2 with an RBI. And we're going to get another pitching change. For Highland Park. And it's Danny Shields, 21, coming in to do the pitching here. So Ryder goes 1 inning. Throws 15 pitches, 9 strikes. And he allowed no runs, no hits, struck out 2 and walked 1. And he gives way to Danny Shields here, the right-handed pitcher. 4th pitcher used by Highland Park in this game. And he'll face Schmitz as the first man. The thing I like about Danny Schmitz as I look at him in the on-deck circle talking to the umpires is beard is the same color as mine, salt and pepper. Schmitz had a sacrifice fly in the 2nd inning to drive in a run and walked, struck out in the 6th, and bounced out in the 5th. He is officially 0 for 2 with an RBI. As Danny Shields finishes his warm-up tosses, we're ready to get back to it here in the bottom of the 8th.
On the mound now for Highland Park, number 21, Danny Shields. And up to bat, designated hitter number 33, Steve Schmitz.
And Mason Nadilny is on deck. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that is lined up the middle and into center field, a base hit for Schmitz. First pitch swinging. That is hit number 14 for Minnetonka. And here's Nadilny, who's got 2 of them, despite coming on as a substitute for Ryan Poppets at third base. That position, the third base spot, has gone 4 for 4 for this team today. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes. Wandersee is on deck. Now the pitch. Fastball strike called on the inside corner. 10-3, Minnetonka here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch is outside from Shields, 2-1. Millers are 3 outs away from earning the right to challenge the Minneapolis Cobras for the state championship. That game was supposed to start at 5. It is now 5:06. So here's a swing and a miss. And 2-2 now to Nadilny. And depending on when this game ends, my guess is we'll probably start that game right around 6 o'clock. I think all it takes to get the field ready and get the teams ready to go again. Minnetonka should already be warmed up, so I don't think there'll be a lot of delay there. Pitch in the dirt to Nadilny. It's 3-2. Cobras getting a chance to defend their championship. Should be a good one. Here's the pitch. And it's ball 4. Schmitz moves to second, and here's Wandersee. And I'll bring Straighten out to the mound to talk to Shields.
Shortstop now, number 6, Jared Wandersee.
Wandersee on the day is 2 for 4, doubled to left his last time up. 2 runners on base, and here's the pitch. Wandersee swings and pops it up on the right side of the infield. And they call the infield fly. And the catch made by Alex Saline anyway, so it's the second out, and with 2 runners on, we're going to get another hitter for Minnetonka. The 4th person to bat in the catcher's spot. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, and that was right at me. Ordinarily, I don't flinch like that, but that one was a little frightening. 1 strike. You don't don't have a 25 on the lineup card, so I wish I could tell you who's at bat, but I can't. Strike called in the inside corner, 0-2. 2 down here in the 8th. 10-3 the score. Reaches out in front of a breaking pitch and taps it foul at the plate to stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the Highland Park 9th. 3-4-5. Porter, Ryder, and Alex Salim are due up. Here's the pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now Shields comes set and works, and he just misses. It's 2-2. Now Shields ready, and here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3. And the side is out in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left for Minnetonka. We played 8, and it's 10-3 here on Prep Spotlight TV. We go to the 9th inning, a new pitcher for Minnetonka, Alex Twenge, number 27. Strateski's line is 1 inning, no runs or hits, walked 1, hit 1 batter, no strikeouts, 19 pitches, 9 strikes.
On the mound now for the Minnetonka Millers.
So in the 9th inning, it's Porter, Ryder, and Salim to face Alex Twenge as we play the 9th. And
leading off for Highland Park.
Highland Park needs a miracle here. 7 runs. They trail by, and they start off with the number 3 man, Porter.
20, Jay Porter.
Porter is 0 for 4, struck out 3 times and flew to right. Twenge starts, and there's a base hit to start it off. So Porter lines 1 to right field for Highland Park. It's their 13th hit of the game.
Stepping to the plate, number 66, Corey Ryder.
And here's Ryder. Who was 2 for 4 on the day. Singled and scored in the 4th. Singled to left in the 5th. Porter gets his lead, and the pitch is in there for a strike. From Twenge, obviously not a save situation here for him. 7-run lead in the 9th inning. Now, here's the pitch, and that is also on the corner. 0-2. Alex Salim is on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Ryder is down on 3 straight. First out, and the first strikeout recorded. And here's Alex Salim, who is 2 for 4. 2 hits have come in his last 2 trips to the plate. He singled to center in the 5th inning, doubled to left in the 7th. To go along with a strikeout and a ground out to short.